welcome to my channel. My name is Ali. I hope you're all doing well and are staying safe. Today I have an ElfBeads unboxing that I want to share with all of you. My package arrived in a box and then it was packaged in this beautiful purple tissue paper with the ElfBeads logo on here. And then, as always, there is a handwritten note by Mila, but I wanted to show you the card. This is just so beautiful. With this vineyard and the beautiful skies and the fields. It's just so pretty. I want to go to this place. But anyways, that is the card. So let's go ahead and open this package up. And in here, ooh, there's a little butterfly. This one is so pretty with the black and white. And then you do have the ElfBeads box. And in the box, I have my pouch with my stuff in it, and ooh, there's another one that says ElfBeads gift. So we're going to open this one last, but let's see what I ordered. And in here I have a bunch of stuff. So this order actually is an all silver order, which I don't think has ever happened before, but yeah. And you can see a sneak peek of what I ordered. You do see a bracelet chain. So ElfBeads did come out with a couple of bracelet chains and some stoppers and locks recently, and that's what prompted me to place this order. So let me show you the bracelet. They came out with two bracelets, the master bracelet, which is the one I bought, and then they also came out with a basic bracelet, which I didn't get that one just yet, but I did get the master. And so it says on here, you have the SKU on here, and then it says that the size I got is 17, which on the website, on the ElfBeads website, they said that the locks are going to be around 2 centimeters long. So for the length of your bracelet, you're going to take the bracelet length and add 2 centimeters to it, and then you'll get the length you want. And so since I wear 19 centimeter bracelets, I got the 17. And so with the lock, it's going to be just the right length for me. So I'm hoping that's what it is, and it looks like it will be, because you can see that right now it's like almost meeting my wrist. So with the lock and some beads on it, this would be the perfect length for me. This is a foxtail bracelet design, and you have all these links that come together to form the bracelet. It's very pliable. You can see that, you know, it moves very easily. So it's going to be really you know, comfortable on the wrist, and it really reminds me of the ElfBeads foxtail bracelets, which I really love. Have my ElfBeads bracelet here. So this is my ElfBeads bracelet, and this is the ElfBeads new ElfBeads bracelet. As I said, this is the master bracelet, and so you can see that it's very similar in design. It's just that the links on the ElfBeads bracelet are closer together, and on the ElfBeads bracelet they're a little farther apart. But other than that, I think they're very comparable. This one, as I said, is a master bracelet, so this one is thicker. This one in width is 3.5 millimeters, and then, as I said, they came out with a basic bracelet as well, which I think will be more comparable to the ElfBeads bracelet. And that particular bracelet is 3 millimeters wide or thick, and so there's a 0.5 millimeter difference. I decided to go with the master bracelet just because I wanted more of a statement piece, especially to wear my masterpiece pieces, or just to wear the bracelet with a lock, because I do love the design on these foxtail bracelets and I love seeing them. And so yeah, so that is my ElfBeads bracelet, and that's the new ElfBeads bracelet. On the ends, you see that on one end you have this circle is where you clasp the bracelet, and then you have on this side you have a smaller oval link on there. So basically this one is smaller, and this is where you would thread your beads through, and this one is bigger, so they would stop here. They wouldn't fall off. And then when you're done putting your beads on here, you'll put your clasp on this side, and then that way, you know, they're secure. And then on the other side, you will then clasp the bracelet around your wrist. So that is the bracelet. We'll look at all of those when I show you my other things, but that's the bracelet chain that I got. Then they came out with stoppers. So I got the Elf Wings Master Stopper. So they came out with two sizes. They came out with stoppers for the Master bracelet. So I'm guessing this is bigger because the bracelet is thicker. And then they came out with the regular stoppers for their basic bracelet. So I did get two of the Elf Wings Master Stoppers. And these are the stoppers. They're beautiful. They are silicone lined, so they'll stay where you put them. On them, they have these wings. You see a smaller set of wings and then a bigger set of wings beneath it, or like two layers of wings. And then there's a heart in between the wings on this side and this side. So on one side, the heart is bigger, and on the bottom, you have like a smaller heart, and that you have a few of those. I want to see 1, 2, 3, maybe four sets of wings on here on each stopper, and it's very beautifully oxidized, so the wings kind of stand out and the hearts too. And so you'll thread this part of the bracelet through the stopper, and I know it's going to be hard to do it through the camera lens. Actually, let me quickly show you how I do this. So I use one of these crochet hooks, and what I'll do is I'll put a stopper or beads, whatever, on here, and then you'll put it on there, and then you'll hook the smaller side of the bracelet into the hook, and then you will just pull the stopper through. So that makes it really easy. I know at least Troll Beads sells tools, and I have it and I use it. They do sell tools to help you do this, but if you don't want to order through Troll Beads, or you know, you just want something really quick, just go to your closest craft store and get one of these crochet hooks, and it just makes life so much easier. So that's how you would thread the stopper through the bracelet. And so I did get two of the Elf Wings stoppers, and I did get one of the locks. So they released two locks, and the one I got is actually doesn't have the name on it, but this one is a beautiful lock. And this is the lock, and this is designed by Robert Ramos, who is a fellow bead collector, and he's designed a few other beads for ElfBeads recently, especially with their Halloween collection. And so when I saw this lock, this is so gorgeously detailed. It's definitely a statement piece, and it is a skull, and you see the details on the skull. You see some almost wings here. I'll have to read the description again because I'm forgetting, but you do see some wings here. There's horns on the top of the skull, and then you see this gemstone here. This is a garnet, and it's an actual gemstone, and it is faceted. And then that's the back. So this side of the lock, you have this lever, and so you just push on that to open the lock. And on the other side, I believe this is you don't have a lever, but you do have this. So I would put this side on the smaller end of the bracelet. Let me see if that fits. Let's see. So you would do like basically, as I said, it's hard to do through the camera lens, but yes, it does fit. So this one just went in on this side, and then when you're wearing the bracelet, you would just use this lever to kind of put it through that little hoop there. So this is the Ancient Rituals lock, and I said, oh, look at the teeth. He has these extended canines. So do you think it's a vampire? Or maybe it's a beast because there's horns on the head. This is really cool. Really, really cool. So many details on him. And so the reason I bought this lock is I thought I probably wouldn't put too many beads on here and just use the bracelet just to wear it, because I said I love the chain and I would love to showcase just the chain and the lock on my wrist. And so that is the lock that I got, the bracelet and the stoppers, the two stoppers. And so this is from the most recent ElfBeads collection that launched. The next piece I picked up is again a piece that Robert designed, and this is from the Halloween collection. This launched close to the end of October, so I wasn't able to order this in time for Halloween, but I knew I definitely wanted this one. And this one is called Blood Fairy. And this is one that I know that I'm going to enjoy all year round, not just for October or Halloween. So I didn't wait to get this one. And this is a dangle, and this is so beautiful, and it's really articulated. So you can see that the body moves, so the spine and the hip bones, they move, then the legs move, then the arms on the fairy, they move, and the head moves, and it's just beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. Oh, you see the E925 here, so that's the hallmarks on there. The bail on this is pretty simple. It's just a little silver bail. And then the details on the blood fairy. Look at the head. There's some horns here. You have those extended canines again. And then you do have these little bits, some kind of jowl bones, I don't know. And then you see the ribs, the spine. I love that the wings have all that detailing on there. It's just so nice. I would love to wear it on a bracelet or even a necklace. It's just a gorgeously designed piece and amazingly executed. I love all the articulation on this one. And so this was a definite must-have for me. And then the next couple of pieces I got are from their masterpiece collection that I was missing. And so the first one is called Griffin Mother. And this one is just, oh gosh, look at that. It's amazing. It's a huge bead. It's really big. Look at that. It's so big. And this one is a griffin, and you can see that it's guarding. Is that an egg it's guarding? Like by its claws right there? Or is it a baby? I'll have to look at it in more detail. But here you see, looks like it could be an egg that he's guarding. He has his claws right there. I believe it's his tail kind of coming forward and wrapping around it as well. Oh, actually, no. I was looking at it all wrong. You see, there's a little baby griffin here. Oh my gosh, look at that. He's holding the baby in his lap. And you can see the beak, the eyes, and then that's the leg that I was thinking was the egg. And it's probably the baby griffin's tail here. And this longer tail is the mom griffin's tail. The expression on the mother griffin is just a little serene but very alert at the same time, because it is guarding its baby. And then there's some beaded detail. Almost looks like the griffin's ear is pierced, and that's an earring. I don't know if that was the intention, but I cannot unsee that. There's so much detail on him. Look at all the feathers on the griffin's body, and look at the feathers on the baby griffin as well, and the claws. And here you can see the griffin's feet, or the paws, and so much detail. And then look at the wing detail here at the back. Look at all those feathers and the wings, and then there's that tail curling towards the front and going here, and then you have the feathers there as well. So it's an amazing piece. Look at that. If my camera would focus, there you go. Oh gosh, look at the eyes. Seriously guys, look at that. I love these masterpiece pieces because they're just so amazing, so well done. And I definitely don't want to miss out on any of these, provided that they appeal to me, which so far they have. And so, yeah, this is Griffin Mother, and an amazing bead. And then I have one more bead to show you, again from the masterpiece collection, and this one is called The Birth of the Fairy. So this one came out earlier sometime this year, and I just haven't had the chance to pick it up. So this one is not as big as Griffin Mother, so you can see this one, the size difference. Like, it's still big, but Griffin Mother is huge. So let's look at Birth of a Fairy. So here is the bead. You can see that there's a fairy that's coming out of like a cocoon. So this is the cocoon. I love the details on it. The base of the cocoon is kind of like leathery almost, and then you have these lines with these dotted details on top. And so that's the back of the bead. So through the front you can see that it's splitting open, and you see a fairy in there kind of crouched. You can see its wings. On its back you can see the hair, and then you can see the pointy ears. Can you see that? Oh, look at the feet. My camera's having a hard time focusing today, but you can see the feet, and the body of the fairy is all smooth, and then the detail on the wings, the hair, and the ear. You cannot really see her face. You can see her cheek and a little bit of her chin and ear, and that's about it. And then you see her body, and yeah, she's still crouching in there. And then I love the detail of the cocoon itself. It's really cool. Just look at all that detail. Even on the wings, it's really cool. So yeah, this was one, again, I definitely did not want to miss out on. So much detail. So these are the beads that I got from ElfBeads. Now let's go ahead and see what is in my ElfBeads gift pouch. And in here, ooh, I have another lock. So this is the second lock that came out. And this one is called, I believe it's called the Elf Wings lock. And this one is much smaller than the Ancient Rituals lock and much simpler. But on here, you have these wings, and they look a lot like the ElfBeads logo. So here's the ElfBeads logo. You can see the wings here. These wings kind of look like that. Can you see that? So I think definitely inspired by the ElfBeads logo. And so you have the wings on this side and on the other side. So on both sides, here you have the ElfBeads logo on here. And then again, it has these two sides, and on this one there's levers on both sides. So the smaller side has a lever here, and the bigger has the lever here like this. And it's not hard, but it's not very easy to do it either. You do have to put some strength in it, which is good because it just won't, open up with just the slightest hint of something touching it, which I really do appreciate. And so this is the Elf Wings lock, and again, it will go on your bracelet. Let me take this one off. But first, let's look at the comparison between the two locks. So the length is almost the same, I want to say, or it is the same. This one just seems bigger, or maybe it does a tiny bit bigger because this is definitely a bigger lock, but that is the size difference between the two. It's just this one is a hair bigger, I feel. And so this one would work on your bracelet the same way. I would put the smaller side of the lock, which is this one. After I've done putting my beads on the bracelet, I would put it on this oval side of the bracelet, and then when I'm wearing the bracelet, I'll just use this side of the lock and lock the bracelet onto my wrist. I wanted to see what beads would fit on this master bracelet. So I know all of ElfBeads will fit, but I want to try it. this is an ElfBeads glass bead. Actually, I'll have to do it from this side. So let me take this out and move the spacer. And so this is a glass bead. This is the one with an older core on it. So it does fit in there. Definitely fits in there. It's very snug. So you can see it's still moving, but it's not very loose on the bracelet. So it definitely does fit though. The silvers, especially, let's try these masterpieces. I'm sure if the glass fit, the silver will fit too. So it definitely fits and it's pretty loose on it. Then here's a dangle. This one should fit too because the bail is actually quite wide. So this one fits easily. This is a glass bead with the bigger core, the newer core that ElfBeads is doing now. And this one fits really easily and it's not as snug as the older core. And so, yeah, so it definitely fits easily. With that being said, with how thick this is, if you have if you're a troll beads collector, although I think you can definitely use the locks on here, since troll beads does smaller cord glass beads, I don't think they will fit on here, but actually we can definitely try. So this is a troll beads glass. You can see that the core on this is smaller than most glass beads that and let's see if this will fit. I don't know. Let's actually do it with this because it's easier through the camera lens. But here, and yeah, it definitely does not fit. It's not even going through here. So not even the little oval bit, it's not going through it. So definitely these glass beads won't fit. Maybe a silver would, I don't know. This is a silver troll beads that I have. And let's see, let's try this again. I have a feeling it might not. Some might, some silver beads might, and this one, see, I don't want to, you know, really push it in, but it gets stuck here. It doesn't really go. So yeah, so you can definitely use your troll beads locks with this master bracelet, but I don't think your glass beads or your silver beads, well, some silver beads might fit, but a lot of them might not fit on this one because it is a thicker chain. But all of your elf beads will definitely fit as I showed you right here. So yeah, these are the pieces that I bought from ElfBeads recently. And the lock that Mila sent to me for review. Thank you so much, Mila. I'm very excited about all of my pieces. As I said, this is a very silver heavy video, which I don't think has ever happened to me with ElfBeads because I love their glass beads. But there were so many silvers that I definitely wanted, and so that's what I stuck with this time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. And if you have any more questions, or if you want me to check on any other bead brands that I might have that go on this bracelet, do let me know and I'll try my best to answer your questions. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.